It is finally happening. Today is maintenance day for PSO2 NGS, and this is going to be a big one since this is all 3 months update. Since every 3 months we get a giant update, and today we are going to be discussing everything that is coming to PSO after the server come back live, and well, there is a lot. But before we hop into it, welcome back to your #1 stop for PSO2 NGS gameplay, how-tos, and all that jazz. And yeah, big thank you to everybody that is supporting for October. Thank you, my dudes here on the cult Patreon and Twitch. But we will go more into that in a bit, because we got a lot of couples, so let's go ahead and jump into that. So quick reminder, the maintenance tonight will be early, so that will be coming in at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you get all your stuff done, because a lot of stuff is going away that week. I did a video all about it, so check it out if you want to see what you need to get done before the afternoon. But with that being said, let's hop into the stuff that's actually coming this week. So to start off here, we got so much, because the main thing that will be coming up this week, well, it's not anything specific, but let's start off with a big bit here with a cult level cap going up to a 65. So 5 more level for us all to get our hands on. Also, rank 4 is being added to, of course, retain in both of its battle sector. Also, we are getting, of course, menace and whatnot coming in here. And the thing of interest about them is, of course, once they actually spawn for certain trials that you're going to be able to do in the tier, they are going to guarantee you a PSC bolt right afterwards. So you can go ahead and make sure you get that. So be sure to keep an eye out for them joining in on certain trials missions. And then, of course, from there, we are going to go ahead and hop on into, of course, a small quality of life update, which is, of course, tied to PSE. So this will be, of course, making it, well, once the PSE bar get up to rank 2, it will not drop back down. So that is fantastic. So you can go ahead and, well, not worry about going down to completely nothing. And then, of course, our other little update here is, of course, tied to PSE bar. Encore will be happening in our region now. That will be happening, so you no longer got to do them in rank, 2 or 3? I don't remember which it is. But nonetheless, Encore will be happening pretty much across the board now. And then, of course, we got our golden well enemies that will, of course, be spawning here. And the thing is about the go enemy is, of course, we are getting a update to, of course, ruggeds. So if you've been out there farming a rugged weapon, haven't had a chance to get your hands on this, this is maybe a very good sign, because they all supposed to become easier to get. We will see to what degree, but you can also be sure to check that out whenever you see go enemy spawning. And then from there, we, of course, got our level cap incoming into the Gigantics. And Gigantics are going to be jumping up now to level 69 to, of course, I get compensate for us now being 65. Some more powerful Gigantic coming your way as well. And then, of course, we got ourselves better rewards. And also new rank for Origin Quests and Trigger Origin Quests as well. Popodia as well is also getting a brand new ranks as well. So you're going to be able to fight any more stronger enemy and Battle Dia Purple. So I hope you prepared for that one. Also, and now we can upgrade a rank 1 to a rank 6 or 6 rarity of a weapon and armor, now up to a court plus 60. So that's fantastic. So we're getting 10 more levels on our equipment as of now. And then as well as that, we do got our brand new weapon series coming in here with our 7 stars, which we'll go more in detail in a moment about how to get our hands on this. But these will be coming in as well. And then, of course, one of the other bigger updates is, of course, the new story content that's going to be coming in. This is not a continuation of the main story. This is more side story stuff, but this time it's going to be dealing with the character in Retain. So if you ever wanted more backstories on the character, you can now do that. And then, of course, we got a whole bunch of quality of life stuff coming in. So first of all, the main thing is we can now go ahead and teleport to our mag. And we can actually see what stats that mag is giving on, of course, the map screen, which is a fantastic quality of life update there. Also, we getting some add-on backgrounds and stuff for your character, for your profile, as well as we do got this brand new NPC here that is going to go ahead and give up quests as more like tutorial stuff to help us get all this prepared and to learn how to do it. Also, another big update here is, of course, now when you are looking at music in, of course, the scratches, you can, of course, able to actually listen to it to see if it's a song you like before you try to scratch for it or buy it. So this is nice. Now we just need them to update it where we can see what song we got where to. That'd be good. Get on that, Sega. But nonetheless, being able to listen to it, it's fantastic. Then we also are getting some adjustment to, of course, the quick menu, so you're going to be able to customize it a little bit more to your liking. And then one of the things that I've been asking for a while, technically, is, of course, tied to party and worker devices. So now if you enter a new zone and you guys get separated into different blocks, you can, of course, now head to the worker device and be able to just transfer everybody with you. And I believe this is probably going to be for party leader. But hey, this is a nice touch as far like getting into being able to hang out with your party and not get separated as easily. Hopefully at some point they just make it where you never get separated, but that's a whole nother discussion. And then, of course, as you can see, if you are in another region, you will get a pop-up asking you if you want to join. And by saying yes, you will teleport to the party leader. Then also, we do got a faster way to look for parties. So, of course, if you are trying to find a group in certain areas, now you're going to be able to actually do so. Also, the fun, interesting part about this is you're going to be able to search for party any if you're not in the region. So, this is another fantastic quality of life change here. And then, of course, we do have our new Alliance member. I can check on each other's most recent login. So this is a big deal, especially if you have an Alliance and you want to keep track of who is logging in, who's still playing the game. Since if I remember correctly, we only have 100 faces in Alliance. So if you need to kick some people out and you don't want to kick anyone that is, constantly playing, you can now get that date as far of the last time they logged in. So this is a good quality of life change. And then another big update here is, of course, tied to the lock-on. Since the lock-on system again updated here, and now we will have two different variants that we're going to be able to pick between. We will see how well the new lock-on work, but nonetheless, this is fantastic if you want something a little bit different. We do got a little bit of a preview here on how exactly that lock-on gonna work for you. And then we, of course, got another update to our option, which is, of course, tied to symbol art. Since symbol art is coming to player shops inside New Genesis, very similar to how it was in PSO2. And, of course, if you do not want to see that symbol art, there is an option to turn it off as well. So that is a nice little quality of life. And then we have a little bit of a preview of how that will look. And then a small little one here, which is a code to take off. I get like 3D movement where you interact with the environment. You're going to be able to turn that on and off now, which might come in handy for some screenshots. So that is a nice little touch. And then that one I'm actually pretty pumped for, which is, of course, the ability to change the way the background characters that haven't loaded in actually will look. So this is not just a cosmetic, don't get me wrong, there was a whole bunch of options here. Of course, we're going back to like the way they originally looked, the new version. You can also make them transparent, but they did say actually putting them on transparency will improve performance a little bit. So this is something that will be quite great on this end, since make the game one better, I'm all for. And then, of course, we do have our Melty Blood crossover coming in that week as well. So that will be a AC scratch items. So if you're a free-to-play player, you will be able to, of course, like always, be able to buy this stuff out of the player shop. But it is tied to AC. So, once again, a whole bunch of outfit, a whole bunch of emos, a whole bunch of stamps. You know the routine at that point. Just now, Melty Blood. So, if you're a Melty Blood fan, it's time to get excited. Now, more information about the new battle sector rank real quick, since we do know what the battle power is for these sectors, and of course the enemies there will be level 60, and will be require you to have a grand total of 2,647 battle power to be able to enter the content. So, there you are, heads up, if you're not already that, probably time to add some augments and whatnot to get up to it so you can start training if you want to take part in the battle sector for leveling, or maybe trying to get your hands on some of the weapons. And speaking of weapons, and I get power in general, don't forget there is of course a balance adjustment coming in on this update. There is a lot to this balance update between ability, PA, weapon, and so much more. And of course, this is pretty much bringing everybody, I guess, up to Blayville a little bit. So if you want more details on exactly what is being changed, I will go ahead and have a link down in the description to, of course, the official breakdown from Sega about all this, because this is a whole thing among itself. So let's go ahead and talk about more in the detail about the golden enemies that will be coming, because not only are they going to be golden enemy with well items attached to them, also going to be tied to our brand new PSE with PSE of Forte. I guess you could think of this as probably like one more if you have seen that in bait PSO. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and get us pretty much 3 PSE bought back to back to back, and with the final one being a Forte will be the ones to spawn the gold enemies. But let's go ahead now and talk about the rugged update, since they are going to be way easier to get our hands on, not only from the go enemy, but also if you are taking part in the new rank 4 area, that is where you're going to be wanting to farm these, since that is where they're going to be dropping from pretty much any enemy, not only the go enemy, but any in rank 4. And of course, once again, Sega haven't exactly said what the drop rate is, but they do promise it to be a lot higher, and hopefully with the possibility of dropping from any of the enemies, 9 counting the gold enemies. Hopefully that will make it a lot easier to get our hands on ruggeds before we lean into, of course, our brand new expansion in December. But not only is rugged going to be dropping more and also some other items, but we are going to be getting our hands on some rank 4, or I get level 4 augments as well. So we got ourselves some brand new ones coming in here to also help get our battle power up as well. So that is also fantastic. And then outside of augment, we are going to be getting our hands on, of course, not only a new weapon, but also some new armor as well, which will also be a Weldy 7 coming in here. And of course, they will be exclusively dropping for any of the range classes out there, as well as any technique classes as well, is going to be spawning inside of Retain. And of course, if you are a melee character looking for either the melee weapons or armor, that will be coming a little bit later on. But for now, Weldy 7 weapon and armor for range and technique will be dropping that week. And I honestly can't wait for that, because as of now, we don't know if they're going to be more powerful than Kaiser. But I imagine here before long, we will probably get some information from Art Phone to let us know if they are better, and if they are, by how much or how little. So look forward for me to update you guys on exactly what the new stuff is going to be once we actually find out. And of course, when it comes to the net rank for Origin Quests, they will be, of course, tied to Retain. So all 3 of the Origin Quests that take place there will get the new rank that week. So I hope you all ready to fight you some giant worms, or fight you to do that walking around with a giant weed eater. But either way, fantastic update here since higher appearance, and hopefully items as well. And of course, you are going to need a battle power of 2,878 battle power to take part in the brand new rank origin quests. And if you want to actually farm the rank origin quests, you can do so through triggers, and you can get your hands on the trigger from, of course, the Lion shop as well. So that is good if you don't want to wait around. And also, if you are going for the new rarity for augments, this will, of course, guarantee you to get your hands on it. So, of course, hopefully they take a lot of RNG out. So these are going to come very important if you are going to be farming it, either for your character or maybe to sell on the player shop. And also, you can just happen to get a Wugget as well. So no guarantee which one is going to be yet. But hey, another plate to get any more Wuggets into the game. And then one other thing about the origin quest that I kind of neat is, of course, if you take part in it and you don't have a full party of 8, might it be by doing it normally or through triggers, you will, of course, have NPC joining you to help out, just like it would be in any other battle sector. So that is kind of nice to fill out the party. But if you're someone who is wanting a challenge and you want to do this solo, do not worry. In the map making section of the quest, you can go ahead and turn off NPC if you do want to take this on 100% solo. So that is still a option. And as far as the purple trigger themselves, this will be, for the time being, exclusive to a retained purple trigger, and all the enemy will be level 69. And the battle power for the purple deer is going to be 2,972 to start doing the content. And then when it comes to our gigantic, not only are they leveling up, but they are also going to give us a chance to get our hands on some level of 4 augments, as well as some cosmetics when it comes to weapon camos, and also some motion train stuff as well. So we're finally going to get some semi-cosmetic stuff actually finding in for it to farm from the gigantics as well. So bet to see a lot of stuff also appearing on the market, since they will be spawning once again in Retain. So let's go ahead and break down more details about all brand new weapons coming in. So the weapons right now are going to be dropping from enhanced enemies, as well as coming into high rank sectors that we just talked about. And then they are also going to be appearing in the training areas such as the cocoons and towers. So that will be coming very soon for to get our hands on this stuff, of which it seems like it's going to be a lot of opportunity to get your hands on that. I am still super curious to see what the stats are going to be. So I get one other little tidbit here about the Part 60 of weapon enhancing and armor enhancing. Sadly, that will not actually give us any new augment slots, so expected to just be a just normal power increase, and that will be it for the Part 60 for weapons. Also, we are going to be getting a level 5 potential as well. I don't have any idea what exactly going to be the requirement to unlock it at the moment. Maybe armor final, maybe something else. But hey, Part 60 and a new potential. I got that better than nothing. And of course, the other thing that is quite nice about the weapon enhancing though is, of course, once you enhance it, they will be on par with, of course, a rarity 7 weapons. So if you have some favorite 1 through 6 star weapons you want to use, congratulations, they are going to be, I get relevant again, and not just complete junk equipment, if that's something you are interested in though. And to wrap up everything that also going to be coming this week, we are going to be able to get our hands on some brand new titles. So if that interests you, congratulations, you're going to get you a whole bunch of new ones. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that is coming this week. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot more stuff coming in the near future, such as unlocking higher ranks in other areas, and of course, letting us get our weapons outside of enhanced enemy. But that will be for the rest of the month, and we will go into more detail about that as we get closer to the release. But for now, that is everything we are going to be getting after the Maintenance Elite that Sega is telling us about anyway, because there might be a couple other little things here and there. But for the time being, that is everything that is coming, and hopefully you have found that video helpful to get you prepared for tomorrow. If so, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below. And of course, if you want to check out some Halloween stuff, I am doing a giant Halloween marathon over on Twitch right now. So twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. So if you want to come over and get your scary on, be sure to do that. But with that, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting for the month of October over on patreon.com/Maconn, as well as twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, and by hitting that wonderful button here on YouTube to become a member by hitting join. And with that, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for today. And of course, I will see you all in the comments.